Hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com. I'm back to do another video on trading cards. This is going to be the sports video, so I'm sorry. Anyway, let's look at our top cards for the day before we dig into this box here. Now, my number one favorite card is going to stay this just beautiful MR from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Blue Box. I love these MRs because they have so many different layers of printing on them. And then also this lenticular effect in the back that is perfect. I mean, it's such a good 3D effect. It makes it look like the card is actually, maybe like a snow globe or something, but it's not. It's flat. That's lenticular. Cool effect. Anyway, that's first. Then we did a big Doraemon battle with basically all the Doraemon I had left. And we pulled a couple of like pretty cool cards. This will be the actual second place card. So this is a numbered card to 118. And it's also a film cell relic. So very cool card and like a really cool scene too. Like that's an awesome cell to have. So that'll be second place. I want to bring this card out again and talk about it though, because if you watched the Doraemon battle I did, you know when I pulled this, it confused me quite a bit. I think I paused 4 times to try and go look this up and never was able to figure out what it was. Uh, Over lunch, I went and looked at some other stuff, and I understand this now. So this is a signature card of an artist. But it's printed. It's not a wet signature or anything like that. I don't know which artist, I'm sorry, but it's an artist who draws Doraemon. And this PG level rarity is the top rarity in this set. So this is like the most rare card there are, except that there's 22 different variants of this. Each one has Doraemon dressed as a pop culture figure. And so, anime type one. So he'll be dressed as One Piece, or in this case, he's dressed as the Detective Conan. So that's who that is. That's what that says up there, the Detective Conan. And so that's what this card is. So I just wanted to explain that because I had failed to do that during the video and failed to look it up and everything. All right, so here we go. As you know, I like to do one sports video a weekend. I usually don't post them. So like last week, I did not post the video I did on sports because it just didn't turn out super well. There wasn't anything cool to look at, and I don't know a lot about sports, so generally my commentary in here gets weird and strange, and yeah, they're also not very popular videos for me, so it's usually not worth posting. But I'm gonna keep trying, mostly for a couple of reasons. Like one, there can be awesome, like amazing cards in these sports sets. Like Topps especially does some great design work, and they some of their inserts and things are just amazing to look at. So this could be super awesome in that sense. Two, this is the retail level product for baseball. So this is Topps Baseball 2023. So this comes out at the very beginning of the season, and it's the lowest cost retail product. This is technically a hobby box, although you can tell it was sort of meant to be on a retail shelf in a store, right? Because this has that same pop-out design we see on all of these. And you're sort of meant to do this with it, right? There we go. All right. Yeah, you're meant to make like a little retail display like that, and then for people to pull packs, basically. This looks much more full than it is. This box actually only has 18 packs. We're going to rip them all. So I know that seems weird, but with sports videos, I have to give myself the best chance of pulling something decent to look at. And also, I've had this on the shelf forever. This was not the first thing I bought, but it was the first Western cards that I bought. So in the very first order I ever did from David Adams Card World for Western cards, this was one of the things that I bought. And again, I bought it because it was cheap. This box is, I think, 40 some dollars, something like that. It's very, very cheap. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and just, like I said, rip through all of these and see what we get. Now it is a retail set. Yeah, this is like the no purchase necessary thing, and then the odds, I guess, are going to be at Topps.com. So if we pull anything interesting, I'll go ahead and check the odds. And I guess this is hobby. It says hobby on it, so there's no guarantees in this of getting anything like an autograph or anything like that. Your only guarantee in this box is there'll be some kind of like scratch off card. I really don't understand what that's going to be, but we'll see. But here you go. This is a very, I would say, traditional baseball card, right? Like that just looks like a baseball card to me. And on the back, you've got all those statistics and stuff that everyone loves. Yeah, you got basically all the information you need about that player and the card number 182. And so maybe I'll start here and we'll just fill them in. So here's another one. This is the Pirates, I guess. I don't know who they play for anymore. I'm not gonna try and guess. So Boston. And then here we have one of the inserts. So this is an insert set. So what that means is that like these are the base cards in the set, and then this is a mini set that is also here, right? And it's, you know, one of the inserts basically. And so we'll sleeve that. Each pack should have some insert or parallel in it. Those are two different things, right? An insert is a different set of cards that looks totally different from the base, and it's sort of its own mini thing, right? This is like CS, City Slickers 11, right? And I guess it just talks about the city they came from. Now this is a parallel, so this is a prism, some kind of prism. It unfortunately it doesn't say on it what type it is, but I assume it's the, you know, whatever, the cheapest one, because it doesn't have any kind of serial number on it. So maybe we'll put parallels over here. And we'll look at that in 1 second. First, we got 2 more base cards to check out. And then this was pulled. So, okay. So I guess we got super lucky and pulled an autograph right away. I have no idea how lucky or what, if it's worth anything or anything like that. It's the Minnesota team, so my family would love it. They all live in Minnesota. Okay, so here's the point where I'm going to pause. We're going to go check out I'll get you the odds. We'll figure out what the odds on that were, and then we'll figure out if that's worth anything. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and so this is called an opening act autograph blue. Blue is for the background. There are many parallels of this that are much rarer and numbered. This is not numbered, still short printed, obviously, because, like, you know, you only sign so many cards. But you probably signed like 500 or something. But it still is a great card, so we're going to top load it. And I looked up the odds. The odds of pulling this is 1 in 57 packs. And since there's only 18 packs in a box, that means it's like 3 boxes or so for one of these. So that's a pretty good hit. And then that specific one is worth, what was it, 7? You know, of course, worth is hard, right? Because you have to find your buyer and everything. And if you list it on the wrong day, you might not get a buyer. But the few that are listed are being listed at about $17, and they do seem to sell at about that price. So, you know, like 15 to 17. So not bad. It doesn't pay for the box, but it's, you know, it's not bad. I'm not going to complain. Huh? honestly, I had zero expectations of pulling an auto from this product just because, you know, autographs are pretty rare generally. Okay, interesting. So this is Aaron Judge, I guess. So this is why kind of I thought maybe this set might be a little more interesting for people than just your typical high-end sports trading card product where you're really just pulling autos and that's it. Because this set is full of inserts and parallels and colorful, interesting things like this, right? Pretty neat, huh? Drake Cereal, Toronto-based art brand. So this is like an art card of some type, I guess. But yeah, it's interesting, right? Like it's more interesting than just these, at least. Right here we have a Trevor Story, Boston Red Sox. I think this is just a regular parallel again. Yeah, parallel. Sorry, I'm gonna confuse those words a lot. Regular just means like it's not numbered. It's sort of the default parallel that you're going to get in a pack if you open a pack up. Why don't we're in Los Angeles, so why don't we do something kind of interesting and put the Los Angeles players maybe up here? Even though I don't, I don't especially watch a lot of baseball. I don't think I've watched any baseball since I was a kid. My dad used to make us watch it though a lot, so I'm familiar with it. And his team was the Brewers, the Milwaukee Brewers. We lived in Wisconsin at that point, so it made sense. There's Tampa Bay, Nationals, White Sox. All right, we got another one of those kind of art card type things, I think. Yeah, Drake Cereal again. So is that, well, I don't know what the point of this particular insert set is, but it looks interesting, and I can check. I have all the odds up still, so I can check. The odds sheet is really hard to read. They don't. It's not like a table like they usually do. So that City Slickers one is a 1 in 4. These. I'm having a lot of trouble reading this thing. I'm so sorry. It's gotta be on here, right? Well, hey, I'm gonna pause so you don't just have this awkward time. I'll be right back. I don't know. I'm having a lot of trouble with it. These are just foil board. They are 1 in 1. These are, I think, 1 in 4. They're the big leaguers. I think that's what they are, because on the back it says BL as their sort of code. But yeah, I'm not great with this set. And I don't ever intend to buy more, but see, I just wanted one. Mostly just to kind of see. Like, I've been trying to see what all the different types of trading card sets can give you, right? So that's why I've been buying one from every manufacturer and every sport and all, like trying to get like a good supply here so we have a bunch of stuff to look at and compare. This is called an 8-bit Ballers. So the 8-bit one, I remember seeing that on there. It is 1 in 4 again. So I'm sensing a trend. It seems as if the various insert sets are all going to be 1 in 4, at least on the ones I'm pulling, the low ends. There's a lot of them, and that's kind of what makes this set a little bit more interesting than, you know, than it would otherwise be. Here's Dylan Chase. I guess I didn't finish on unwrapping this pack first. Put these together here, and then a lot of Toronto Blue Jays. Chicago Cubs, St. Louis, the Angels. They're in the Los Angeles, right? I'm pretty sure. So we'll go ahead and put that there. And then the Blue Jays and the Cubs. Blue Jays. When I was growing up in Toronto, the Blue Jays were our team. But baseball is not huge in Canada, so we were more into the Maple Leafs hockey team. Blue Jays. Here's another 8-bit. It's cool to see. I mean, they're interesting effects. At least the cards aren't, you know, just super boring or anything. It's kind of cool. Looks like we got a blue foil now. So that is a 1 in 18 for the blue foil. So this card here, 1 in 18. Not numbered. But still, good looking card and a good looking foil on that too. So we can put that right there. Nice. Just keep going here. Oh wait, that's LA again. Not LA and not LA. Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting sport. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it. But it is very well, like classic here in America, right? Oh, okay. This guy is famous. Everyone always talks about him anyway. Although I think he got injured and is not going to be playing anymore. But they still say he may be like the MVP, the most, or something like that, player of the year, something like that. Despite having gotten injured, because he got injured late. But I think what's unique about Shohei is that he pitches and bats. Not many pitchers also bat. Or high on the list. You could be on the batting list at position 20, but you're never going to get up to batting. You know, I know a little bit. Like I played what it's not called mini, what's it called? Little League. I played Little League baseball a lot in high school. So that did teach me quite a bit about baseball from back then. So this is a roll call. I love the graffiti look to it. That's very cool, I think. It's like a hello and then it has graffiti on top. Very cool. What are these? Roll call wild style is 1 in 4. So this is a 1 in 4. Not like a major hit or anything, but it makes the set interesting to have the different things you can pull, right? So those are all 1 in 4 rarities. And I guess this autograph here is definitely the biggest hit so far. So that's like a 1 in 57, multiple. I forgot to finish that pack before I open a new pack. Let me finish this pack and then we'll look at this pack. Sorry about that. It's another. Oh, ran out of sleeves. I bought a case of sleeves from Cardboard Gold. I opened that up in a video earlier today. And we just went through our first pack. So we only have 99 packs left. Yeah, the case comes with 100 packs, but they are all only have 100 sleeves in them. So this guy, Mike Trout, right? He's also sort of famous. He's like the one on the cover of the box and stuff. A lot of Japanese players because baseball is actually a very, very big sport in Japan. It's like the main sport. So you know how like in a high school in America, the primary sport would probably be football, right? If and maybe basketball, but most likely it's football. In Japan, the main sport is going to be baseball. Like that is the main sport, and like to the point where none of the other sports even matter at all. Like, baseball is just huge, and nothing else matters. And where a city in America will have like a huge football stadium, also a big baseball stadium, but they're more proud of their football stadiums, right? In Japan, it'll be the other way around. They'll have a baseball stadium. So a lot of those players want to get to America to play because they kind of consider the American leagues to be the big leagues to them, right? And we call it the big leagues too. Still interesting artwork on these and some cool effects. You could see some of this being taken into other sets. Like this 8-bit style would be cool. Like an 8-bit Dragon Ball card would be pretty neat, right? They don't have that style yet. They didn't learn about that. They don't share. That's also like East versus West. So yeah. I'm going kind of fast because I just honestly don't know a whole lot about these players. I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about Maximal C. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Oh, but that's LA again. Let's put that up here. Oh, and this is going to be my Becoming a Big Leaguer card. So this, it will scratch that off at the end. It's a scratch off card, and it has a couple of different possible prizes that it could have. They're all social media related, and like the top one is to have a baseball player follow you on Instagram, which I don't know that I actually want that. Like if I won that, I would probably give that away because I don't. That's not something. Like my Instagram account is me posting trading cards. They're not going to care at all about that. So yeah, let a real fan have that, I would say. But I think some of the other prizes are less social. We'll see. Yeah, like I said, we'll scratch that off at the end. I don't know how. Oh yeah, I'll use. Okay, sorry. No, I've got a thing. I've got a thing I can use for that. Okay, I'll keep going here. We got a lot of base because there's 8 cards in a set. What is this? This is this one, Drake cereal. So I think cereal here is not breakfast. It's like the name of a person, maybe. I'm so sorry. They're probably like a crazy famous artist, and I just don't know them. I know a little bit of art, but I don't know all the artists. I wouldn't be able to tell you like every single artist or anything like that. Once we get done with this sports video, I have 3 other videos I want to do today. At least 3 that I've prepped, and honestly, that's probably all I'm going to do because that'll get us through the week very well. Even if I don't post this one, which I might not. I don't know, we built some good, cool stuff here. It's kind of interesting. I was worried I'm really boring though. I mean, it's because I just don't know anything. Like when we're doing anime cards or stuff, I can, teach you some interesting things about Japan or about the language or something like that. But with these, I feel like I have very little to add. Honestly, I just like them personally, and so that's kind of why I'm opening them. If anybody else cares too, great. And if nobody cares, that's okay too. I'm not looking to get super famous or anything. Just looking to share this hobby with everybody else. Sports cards are a humongous part of this hobby, like way bigger than the anime cards. Like no joke, they'll sell more copies of this product than all of the AliExpress cards put together, right? Just this one product. It's the scale of the markets is not comparable. Like you can't even really compare them. Atlanta. Oh, okay, so I got a Shohei Ohtani this. That's cool. Like I said, he's kind of the big player, so I feel like any card with him on it is immediately better. Although, I'll be honest, I get that impression from watching streams and breakers. I don't actually know if that's true in sports generally. There we go. With all of the base cards we pulled here, it's weird that we only have like 3 or 4 LA ones. But maybe there just aren't. I think there's a lot of teams, and so you get cards from a lot of different teams. I also might be getting dupes. I'm not really keeping track at all of dupes here. I guess I would notice if it was a dupe in the inserts, just because we have so few of those. Those are cool. I like these, I think, probably the best. I understand those are probably the most artistic, but honestly, I think that's the most kind of novel, unique effect. At least it's something I hadn't seen before. Getting there, 4 packs left. Probably be about a 30-minute video in the end. Not too bad, not too bad. You can make it. Their arms always get in these weird positions. It's weird, when I was a kid, I would collect baseball cards, even though I didn't know anything about baseball. And I would memorize all the stats on the back of the ones I had. I only had a few because I was like really poor, and we lived, I mean, my family wasn't poor, but I was personally poor, and they wouldn't give me any money. So I had to earn the money like mowing lawns and stuff. So on a weekend I could go out and maybe buy like 1 or 2 packs, right? That's it for a whole week. So I would memorize every card and like look at it over and over again. So this is one of the mascot cards. You know, baseball teams all have these silly mascot suits. So this is another insert set. I'll put that over here on top of Drylock because I don't know what else to do. Kind of running out of room. It's been fun. I'm glad I ripped this. It's like I said, it's been sitting on the shelf for 7 or 8 months. It's just kind of sitting there, and no, I keep looking at it, and I'm like, no, not today, not today. So I figured, you know what? Yes, today. We're gonna take a look at these today. Oh, I'm out of sleeves again. Let's see, do I have another pack somewhere? I don't know if I do. I guess. Right, I'm gonna pause and open up another pack. I have to use these up before I start going through the case, so we're gonna use these. I'll be right back. Right, I am back. Just opened up another pack of sleeves. No trickery. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the collection here. Like for, you know, $50 or something, like a kid who opened this box up would have been very happy, I think, especially if they are a fan of baseball, right? If I was a kid and got this, I would be overjoyed. Of course, when I was a kid, they didn't do autographs and they didn't do all these inserts and everything like that. That's all kind of new stuff. So very very diverse set of cards here. We're down to 2 packs. So definitely I'm noticing now dupes. Oh, this is someone very famous, Hank Aaron, right? Even I know this name. I guess these BL ones, these big leaguer ones, are very famous players. Man, completing this would be tough. You would need probably a case of this thing, and you would have so much bulk. Oh my god. Hey, another mascot. That's kind of cool. Two mascots. Oh, here's another Shohei. There. And we're down to our last pack here. And I guess we can scratch that. See what we got. Put this back here. Catcher for sure. Mookie Betts. That's a cool name. Another LA player, so it's kind of cool. Does look like that is about it, because I think if this pack is like the others, these three are just going to be base. But we got another Dodger. All right. Well, there is Big League by Topps. Again, this is a retail level product, very retail level product. So be ready for that. So this is the scratch off cards. Sorry. So a lot of times sets will come with like redemptions in them that work this way, and you go to this site, you put this code in, and they send you a card. In this case, there's some kind of prize that you can get from these, but I have to scratch that off and then check on this code to see what it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, and then I'll go and check what it is. So, and then I'll show you the code. I'm not gonna show you the code before I check. As I say that, I'm failing completely to do the scratching part of it. Sorry, I'm like completely failing to scout. Here we go. Okay. This works a little better. It's a long code. Okay, all right, I'm gonna pause. I should have paused before I started this. I'm gonna pause, I'll go figure this out, I'll come right back. All right, I'm back. So that is much less interesting than I thought. You don't actually get any prize with this, which makes sense, otherwise every box would have a prize, right? This is an entry. So this code, which I've already used, so you can try, but it won't work. But this lets you enter into their sweepstakes, and then you come back on like October 1st, so maybe a week from now, and we'll know who won. So it's lucky I opened this now. I didn't know that, but yeah, if I had opened this next week, it would have been too late. I wouldn't have been able to enter. So I entered this pretty much at the last minute. Lucky. So cool, very cool. Yeah, that's really it about this set anyway. It's like I said, a baseball card set by Topps. It's their retail product. Honestly, besides Panini's Chronicles. This is probably my favorite sports set so far, only because the variety of inserts we received, and also, yeah, getting autographs always nice. So that was a fun rips, fun pull, and yeah, I'm gonna stop the video here, and I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.